Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this kitchen. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome. The kitchen is hot. The kitchen at eating it. Welcome to the kitchen. Every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. The best place to be is the kitchen. Every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. It's the kitchen.
Hi, Grandma.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I help?
Pardon me. Welcome. Why in here is feeling so hot? No, something not right. Welcome. The kitchen every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. Best place to be, morning, noon, and night. Hi, Max. How you doing? How are you, Max? Welcome to the kitchen, where the idol still cook. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome. Not getting any breeze here. The kitchen is hot, man. I am doing well. I'm doing good. I'm just trying to pull out some of the heat out of the kitchen. As you know, kitchen is a place where the heat accumulated. And if you're cooking and you're in a unventilated kitchen, you will pass out in the kitchen. So here, breeze, everything will have to circulate in the kitchen. You know? So you have to have a fan that pulls out the heat and all these things. Because when you have all these range going,
Do you need help?
if I need help, you need to help me.
Then how are you doing?
Answer, tell them how you're doing.
Good. Okay, everyone, there's like my people and one light.
You know what? Go get your glasses on.
I can't find them.
Really? Oh, that's my new KitchenAid. Who is home from school? No school today. I guess their school is on whatever break that is. So she loves the kitchen and she loves to come and mess around in the kitchen. I can believe how you're doing. I am well. Thank you to be in the kitchen with me. It's the best place to be every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. Thank you. This is where you pull your energies from. This is where your stomach is being filled. This is where you get the hot water, cold water, everything is done in the kitchen. The kitchen is for everything and for everybody. If you're on the road, let's say the truckers that are going from one state to the next and from one country to the next, when they're feeling hungry, certainly they can't drive. They will have to stop and fill their Human tank. Hmm. So the kitchen is the best place to be every time, all the time. And in between, that is a darkers, that is a sport glasses. That's not a test glasses. Alright. So thank you for being here. How was your day yesterday and the day before? How all of you are doing? I hope each and every one of you are doing good, are okay. We wish health and strength. We wish everything that is good because nobody wants any sickness. No, 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 no. Sickness is a part out of it. We nobody want it. It does come, but we are not hoping for that, so we are not wishing for that. No time, no time, no time, no time. So therefore, we kept try to eat healthy. We try to sleep healthy. We try to live as close as possible to health and healthiness. As close as possible. We will not get it all. No, we will never get it all. Because some of the times, um, sometimes we born with something there. Sometimes we, over the time, we, attracted to us. And many things happen. But as close as possible, we live to health. Because healthy living, healthy eating make a wealthy man and a wealthy woman. So yeah, we want our body to serve us. There are so many things that happen these days. You have children that has been born and suffer from malnutrition. You have big people, well, when we say big people, let we sort of put it a little bit nicer. We have middle-aged persons, we have elderly people who also suffers from malnutrition. Some of us are looking on the figure and said, oh, we don't want to be fluffy, other name for fat. We want to be slim. And what's the two name for this? Never mind. And most of the time, our body depend on certain things in our life. Okay, say hello to everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the kitchen.
Welcome to the kitchen.
And tell them, what do you like?
I like when we're making the cake.
No, you have to look in there and tell them. Tell them what you like.
What do you like?
No, you are telling them what you like.
Um,
What
I
you
like,
like. You love the kitchen. What you like? Because you're in the kitchen.
I like making a cake.
Okay, so look in the phone and tell them what you like to do.
What do you like to do?
What you?
I like to do the.
But you got to look there and talk. They're not hearing you. What you like to make?
I like to make a cake.
That's what I'm saying. You're looking at me and telling me, look in the camera and tell them that you love to make cake.
I love to make cake. So what are we making?
Okay. This afternoon, we're not doing cake, but we are doing another.
What does that mean?
I will show it to you. We are doing another seasoned rice.
Ah, because mommy used rice for the water. That's why it's called water rice.
Okay, so we are not baking cake today. We are not baking any cake. Maybe weekend or somewhere about there, or 2 days from now. But today we are making, and what this is another So I'm showing it to you. Get back up there and show them and tell them what is it.
I don't know.
Come quickly. Show and tell them what is this.
What is this?
No, you are telling them. You are introducing your kitchen to them. You are introducing your food.
What is this?
No, you are telling them what is it.
What is it?
No, you are to tell them what is it.
I
Look at no, you are asking them.
did.
No, you are asking.
I did.
Look at the bottle. Okay, tell them what is that.
A Morocco.
God.
Really shoot your camera's back on it.
God. And where are we putting this?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so you are on a different thing. You lost interest right here, so. So of course we are doing a nut seasonal herbs rice. And we use this, the annatto, for the coloring. That's what I am telling you, what I am cooking. I am doing annatto, this is it, herbs rice. So saying herbs, you know you're seasoning it. This is used for the coloring, as if you were doing curried rice. This is a part of herb. This is beer and tree. Yeah. You're not hearing? All comes. You should be hearing loud and clear. My mic is very good. It's a good mic. And one is on there. Okay? So yes. We uses this. And of course, the protein is chicken wing. You can't hear me? What make you can't hear me? You should be able to hear me. I am speaking through a mic. And the mic that is on the phone is good. Yep. So I'm speaking through a mic. So you need to listen. Let me put you down a little bit here. This is some of the herbs that will be there. Okay? It's just like if you were doing curried rice. We do fried rice, we do curried rice, which we use the curry. This is a natto rice. I think I should say a natto rice just like that. But this is a natto herb rice. And mostly herbs is used in this. With doing this, we use also a piece of chicken if it is necessary and if you want it to use chicken. Okay? We also use a bit of ripe plantain. Good. And I am going in with my black garlic. Everything is going to be added to the pot. It is one pot, one cook. And of course, so unfortunate for me, I don't have any coconut. The coconut would be the ideal things to do this one with. Doing with the coconut, you won't go wrong. And we are going in with the herbs. This is onion powder. So we are putting everything together. We'll be throwing everything in the pot. We're also going in with two, oh, come on here. Come on, what are you doing? What did you do? Why did you do this? Good. Good. I did not give you a command, and why are you taking a command? You gotta wait on me to give you a command. Good. I'm not seeing it on my side here. I'm not seeing it showing me on this side that the internet is, you know. So yeah, I went in with Old Spice, the old pimento. We're also going in with cayenne pepper. Ooh. Hmm. Just a small amount of the cayenne pepper. This is all herbs and spice. And we go in with this one too. And all of this you put in it amount, just a small amount of it. From uses small amount of things. Okay? And we won't leave out our dried parsley flake. So we put some fresh ones and we put some dried ones. So what is lost from the dried one, we pick it up in the fresh one. And just for continuous coloring, we go in with some paprika, small amount as well. As for those that have been with me over the period of time that I am cooking and I am doing my kitchen live, will by now know that I do not use powdered seasoning, which I don't know what they used to make it, but I don't use seasoning salt and all the rest of these things. And these things that you saw me do it from the bottle, we carefully pick them, we carefully note it what is in them because we don't use MSG in our cooking. For the grounding up of these seasoning that they say, oh, this is chicken seasoning, this is pork seasoning, this is every kind of seasoning, maybe doggy seasoning too. I don't use those things. I am straight herbs and spice. Straight herbs and spice girl. Right? And let me tell you, you that cook with all of these different type of coloring, seasoning and stuff, you can't beat me with my food, with where taste is concerned. Okay? And not only that, but you're leaning to the healthier side of cooking, right? Everybody cook and every cooking is cooking and everybody do their things, but how much people, this is oregano. Yeah, this is oregano. I love to cook with oregano. Oops. Very nice. Okay. Everybody cooks and nobody is slapping anybody and cooking. But one thing you must do is learn to lean to the healthier side of cooking. Do not watch that, well, yeah, and this. Look at what you are introducing to your food. Is it healthy? It's not healthy. This is natural coloring. This is a this have a tree in Jamaica. We have this tree, so we just it is been it's bare in a pod. If you notice right here, that's the pod that it came out of. So you just open this pod and you see all the seeds coming out of it. These are natural things. So it is all good when everyone is cooking, but one thing, bear in mind, be on the healthier side of cooking. Yeah. If you're not on the healthier side, you're going to pack everything in your stomach. 2 days, 3 days ago, I don't remember if it is Monday or Tuesday, but sometimes in ending of last month, it came on the TV news that they are withdrawing a lot of things from the shelf. Why are they withdrawing it from the shelf? Because of the dye that is being used in the food. And one of the things that for children, and one of the things that they put out, the loops that children use, and the color, different color loops. And they say the dye that they use in these food chain have an impact on the health of the person. So many a time things came down. It's a quick cereal mix for the morning, and the color is pretty. Where children love pretty colors, so you will use the colors. That's the reason why they use the colors to put on the food, and it is pretty. So they are going to go after it because this is pretty. Okay, but news is that they have it now to say these or the dye that they use, it's unhealthy to the body. Now, after many, many years and decades, they are doing these things. They came up with it now and saying, and also they match the loops. What do you call them? The loop, yeah. None is not up there, sir. That is in the state to the ones that are in Canada. And they're showing the ones in Canada that they actually use like natural things or no dye, while these are heavily colored with the dye. So we are talking about health, and we are talking about eating. We have to be sure of what we are putting in our stomach. It's nice and tasty now, but down the road, we have a lot of complication from one thing or the other. And you can't undo what is already done. You can't undo it. It is already been consumed many, many times. Sometimes the metabolism fight against certain things, and yeah. But there are everybody metabolism is not the same. There are some people who at the snap of a finger anything turn them over, while some stand to the test and to the chance of things. Right? Our body is fearfully and wonderfully made. And because it is fearfully and wonderfully made, there are things that our body fights against. So you have the little foot soldiers them there. Yes, you are foreign. This is why are you here? We are getting you out. And they do everything just to keep our body healthy. So sometimes when you heard these things, which I always watch the or anything that is with food, I give a very keen listening ears to them because we slip through the crack, yeah, and sometimes we do this and do that. Sometimes when you go to the doctor and he told you of the diagnosis, you had never heard that name before. You're wondering is what name so, okay? But we are damaged by the things that we consume. And guess what? You have not been doing it a whole lot, but it's just a small amount that mounts up and became a mountain. Something that you have to be taken care of, something that you have to be going to the doctor for. And you are getting medication for this one, medication to counteract that one, and you go on and on and on. So everybody cook and everybody can cook if they want to cook, but it is what they use in their food. What are we consuming? Right? So we have to look what we are consuming because there are so many things that is not healthy already to put on top of the others. Okay? So I use herbs and spice. That's my use. Persons packed up butter, a lot of butter into rice. I don't use butter to cook with because don't matter how healthy they told you the butter is, the butter have a damaging effect on your arteries. So you have blockage here and blockage there and blockage, and then the next thing they tell you, you have high blood pressure. So with all the talking that I am doing, I will be adding these to the pot. And in a minute or less, I will add the rice. Why are you doing this? Why this? Please. You are fully charged, so I don't know why you're doing this. Why are you turning, spinning, and twisting all yourself around? Okay? You are a fully charged. So in a while, I will be adding the rice to everything that you saw I put in the pot. And this is the rice which I already washed. It's clean. Good. Salt is already in the pot. Everything else is there except the rice. And while I am going to be doing the rice, I will be adding a teaspoon of olive oil to it. I'll be having a sorry. I'll be adding a teaspoon of olive oil. You don't want too much oily. You don't want because chicken wing is already in there, which all the fat is not being trimmed. You trim and you still get some in between the muscles. So I'll add just a little bit of this. So as I said, we try to go as healthy as possible, as close as healthy eating that we can. And my mantra is that we are the food and the food is we. The food is our medicine at all times. So as it is now, I am going to add the rice because the rice is going to take a little bit more time to cook more than this. So instead of got that cook and you cook out all of the nutrients out of it, you add the rice and they both cook together. And this is giving a nice smell. Yes, you are smelling the spice, not the spice, the herbs. Yeah, you smell the spice, which is the pepper. For persons that have space at their home, they can they can they can um they can plant a herb garden. And some of these herbs that you had to go to the store to buy, you will have them very fresh. You will have them so fresh. So you can plant a herb garden and it will surprise to know how you can just went outside and you get your fresh green onion, otherwise known as escallion. You can get your fresh thyme. Yeah, you can get all your fresh herbs when you're cooking, because some of the dishes that you do, it calls for fresh herb. Okay, and we'll give this a little while. The only thing this is asking me for is a little bit more salt. And you know you're not doing a lot of salt. But salt brings out your flavor. Okay? Now I'm not cooking a big pot today. I'm doing a small pot today. Why this phone is going upside? What is wrong with my mechanic service today? It's on the right place, yeah. It is fully charged. So I don't know why you are doing this. You are fully charged. I am not around there. Why are you going around there? I am not doing pictures. I'm not doing photos. So why are you doing that? I did not set you for photos. So you need to stay right where you are to stay. The spindle is a sensor spindle. Come on, don't you do that. Welcome to the kitchen and thank you for coming. LWA, how are you? I have not seen you. How are you doing? Where are you? How are you? And for the other persons that are always watching me from the UK, welcome. And how are you? I went to Canada and my say the I. Hi. I went to Canada and my daughter, she loves to cook with fresh herbs. So although she'll bought them fresh, you get them and you wash them and you dry them. Genki, how are you? Welcome to the kitchen. Okay? You wash them and you dry them. One of the things she loved to cook with most of all is rosemary. And before I left Canada, I bought a plant of rosemary. I was saying to her because they have they have a nice size backyard. So I said, Woody, how are you? I am, and I wish, yeah, have a good Friday. Today is Friday. Who's getting paid today? When Friday and month and week, fortnight and month come. Even when we are going to spend the money to pay all the bills, you feel so good at least, you work for something and you're getting something. Thank you, right? So for those person that have space at their backyard, side yard, or anywhere, you can promise yourself and make yourself a kitchen garden. Now the problem with making yourself a kitchen garden, which is a herbs garden, and as I say, I went to Canada and I bought the rosemary plant. And before I left there, the tree was like this, big tree. So yeah, rosemary. So she won't have to be going every time to the store. There are certain meals she's preparing, and she's like me. She don't like the powdered seasoning, the seasoning this and the seasoning that, and every animal have a different seasoning on the market. Every animal that you ate, you went in there. There is a seasoning for that animal. But because we stick to the herbs and spice, so every time most meal dish she's going to prepare in, it would have called for rosemary. So I bought the rosemary plant and I planted it. And so you don't have to go for the fresh rosemary at the store again. So you could just walk in your garden and cut your rosemary. All natural. I just love it that way. Believe me, it is, you owe it to yourself to do certain things. You planted it, and you use the mulch from your kitchen, from the leaves, from the this, and you make your own compost. Your earth do it. There to buy all of this type of a manure that you don't even know what is in it. So if you have space at your home and you can make yourself a little kitchen garden, just do it. Buy the basil plant, plant your basil. You need something that it requires a basil taste. You just go and you just break your leaf. We have a time in Jamaica, we call it is French time. And if you are doing Italian, I think it's an Italian dish, and you're not using French time, you're not saying anything. And we have French time in Jamaica, just whoo, like that. You're cooking soup and these things, and you went and you get your French time and you put it in there. You don't even want meat. Believe me. These plants give their own taste. It makes your food feel you come alive. Instead of you going to do, yeah, instead of you going to get a goat seasoning, a chicken seasoning, a pig seasoning, a fish seasoning, I was like, you went in the store and I said, but every animal have a seasoning in here. And everything grown up. And you know, they will not put the bottom line there. Yeah. So I don't use MSG. No way. Because you're surprised to know what MSG does. Good. So I don't use MSG. So if you have a space, get your escallion, which some persons call it green onion, your oregano, buy the oregano plant, or sometimes they sold them by the seed, and you make your own kitchen garden. Plant your own rosemary. Let me tell you something about rosemary. So this plant is a peaceful plant. Let me tell you why I say it is peaceful. If you have rosemary in your yard, and your yard is one of those yards that the peace of God have not maintained in there, you won't have this plant. Believe me. You know, sometimes you have some household that fight, that where everything is unrest, no peace. There's no welcoming peace there. The energy is not good. You cannot plant this plant. You won't have it. And this is a fact. In my country, if you saw people selling this plant, or even if you go to somebody's house and they have this and you ask them, they would never send you to go and cut this. They went and do it themselves. This is a sensitive plant. This plant is like the plant that they call a flower that they have that they call prayer plant. I do a lot of flower at home, and I have a plant. And if any, and it's, no, nothing, returning. You see, and it's, you will say it need water, so no. The one they call the prayer plant, it closes 3 times per day. It closes 6 in the morning, prayer, 12 noon, and 6 in the evening. Plant is something, I don't know how some people say they don't love plant. Trust me, having plant and study it, you therapy yourself. You don't need to go to nobody to sit on a chair and tell them that, I can't sleep and this is whatever. You don't need that. Plant therapy you. So I go back to rosemary. If your yard is the one with the energy that is not good, you won't have this. Everything is good, your energy is good in your yard, you have this flourishing. And after a while, it blooms some nice flowers, smelling good. Rosemary. And it is good for so many things. So many things rosemary is used for. So, yes, if you have your backyard, make your kitchen garden. Whatever you use in your kitchen, cuttings of food and so, get it in the garden. You can plant even your string bean. You won't have it taking up the place. Plant your kitchen garden, man. You have fresh things to use. Yeah, you go into the store and they have water all over them. What people don't know, too much water destroyed the nutrients of your things. Yes, mankind substance the heavenly garden for the heavenly city, and that it is was one. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Yeah. I I am a person that I was just born this way. I just love the plants and I try to study them too. I was doing a course, I did not finish that course, and that is one of the reasons that I don't too put publicity on certain things because when I'm talking, I need to know what I am talking about. I don't talk on what the person said and yes. I'm telling you about the rosemary because I knew about the rosemary. Good. I know about it. So I can tell you about it. Okay? We have the dandelion. And I have shown the dandelion on here and there is a there is a thing there that I have put up and you'll see me stirring in the pot is the dandelion seed. And a lot of persons, well, I tell you something. Tell you something. The persons that do their eye studies, they know. They knew. Well, they are not coming down here at the lower middle ends to tell you. No. This can be your medicine. They knew it. But even if you get it camouflage. So you won't know that that is it. Okay? Omar, how are you doing, sir? Welcome to the kitchen. Did you came with your dish? Things stop going around and playing around. I was showing I was showing this, the anatta. And a lot of persons don't even know the true use of these things. These things are coming from way back. That's the thing with the people many generation before us. They studied they study the plant, they study the animal, they study the season. And this is one of the things you will see they just go out there and pick two bush and come back and say boil this and drink. I was listening to partially I didn't finish it and I did not get back to it, but I finished doing it tonight. So like a gypsy thing. It's not a gypsy thing. And my rice is almost finished. That's my passion. That's my passion. Cooking. And I love to cook. I know that myself and whom I serve my food to enjoy it. And I used to work into a restaurant. And also some person, I work in two restaurants, yeah, throughout my life. And you have seen the short change of some things, and you see some things, and you drew some things from it, and you are like, "Excuse me, this is what is happening here." First time, and even to know that is the persons that really um, take cooking seriously. Some person do not know how to blend seasoning. Some person put every seasoning and mix every seasoning with everything. Not so. Not so. Cook in the name of the Lord. I will baptize you. you, you, Mr. Gentleman. You, Mr. Gentleman. Right? And I saw they do some things, and I'm like, oh, I cook in restaurant and I don't eat from the restaurant, you know. No, not me cook, sorry. The cook is there, but I observe what they are doing. I work as a waitress in the restaurant. And you know, because I'm like the food and I'm so nosy, I'm always going to see what the hell you're doing. What are you putting in that for? Data, do data. Yes. And the cook realized who I am. And he will say to me, okay, I'm going to run a of us was there that do not eat from the restaurant. The cook himself will cook. Why you think the cook don't eat? Because the owner come and said, okay, came around with a little vial, and after the food cooking said, okay, you just tip some of this in there. What the hell is that? Is that a part of the cooking? Is that part of the seasoning? No. It's to make the people buy the food. Hello. I asked the Lord many questions to say why you allowed me to be in some places to see what is happening. Why I have to know, why I have to see this. So I realized that person have their little anky panky things that they do. Of course, the devil is a damn good cook. Mhm. People do their money on a good footing, man. Be able to sit and eat it. And I don't knock the Chinese too hard. Omar, you look like you cook for the Chinese too, you know. But the food that they cook and serve to the public, it's not what they eat. They prepare their own meal. Whether you're going to say because they are Chinese, so they cook their own Chinese meal, but if you're cooking to give the public, taste some of the food too. Eat some, is you cook it. A vegetable garden, a little kitchen garden. I know you're not Chinese. Make a little vegetable garden. Plant your fresh vegetables. So when you're going to cook, you know you have your fresh vegetables. Your callaloo and all these things. Your pop choy and all these things. You just go and you get them fresh. You can plant, you can give away if you like. The more you give away, the more you get them. Yes. So if you have space, if you're in this country, maybe in the cold countries only have maybe less than 4 months, you have to call it. because by the time you touch September, going October, you're starting to climate change. So you're in a place where the sunlight is good for you. It's good for the plant as well. And you do that, yeah. By the time you look around, it's snow. Even pepper, you can plant your own pepper. It's so nice when you're looking after it. When you go and get your own fresh things, man, and you smell your pot, smells good. Yes, I will. But that's wonder if it's you. Now that you talk about vegetable, there was somebody on my channel that I forget where they say they are, and they say they plant a lot of vegetable. They do farming. Is it you? Oh, what? No, I'm just picking up because I remember we had such a good convo about food and vegetable, and I was at the time we were talking. You say you added what? Tomatoes? Tomatoes are about was it tomatoes or it was strawberry? But it was something, and I was saying it seems like I'm gonna have to come by you to get some. Oh, long time I haven't seen you. Thank you for coming. You have left me so long. We have gone so many sessions. So glad that you're, yeah. As you talk about the vegetables, I'm looking at it, it's coming back to me. You are the same person. Yes, the vegetables. Omar that promised me some goat. Is it goat or cow? It's not goat, it's cow. Omar said it was going to give me two cow raise. So I have a lot of farmers on here. I have the cattle farmer and I have the vegetable farmer. I'm so glad to see you. It's so nice to see you again. Who promised me the cows? Eh? It wasn't you who promised you're going to give me two cows to go raise. I'm so glad to see you, Wundi. Is it Wundi? Undi, Undi. Right. Right. So it is so glad to see you again. Joining the kitchen. The best place to be every time, anytime, all the time, and in between times. Yeah. So some of the times, if you have your space, other persons that you're listening on, you can make your own little, your own little vegetable garden, garden, or pick your own little pepper and things like that. You would have enjoyed because when the things are growing up, there is some places that there's a station that I look on, and this place they plant in this state, they plant a lot of dragon fruit. Wow, just looking at it and the way how they do them. From I was growing up on 11 acres of land. And all the fruit trees that grow in Jamaica that you can think of was on there. So when you hear me talk about plants and so, I was growing up on 11 acres plus 23 acres plus 5 acres. Grown up on the 11 acre, and my people have X amount, 23 somewhere else and 5 somewhere else. And they grow coconut. They use jelly, send coconut to the drugs and fruit. um, Sugar cane, banana, coconut. Those were the main crops. Yam and all these things. So the sugar cane was the one that goes to the factory, and we have the sugar cane that we would eat. So you have those nice soft white cane and all these things that we ate. So I grew up on a lot of So you coconut jelly and all these things. So actually, we get things fresh. Yeah. You have your nice callaloo growing up and you just cut down callaloo, you have your own breadfruit or own everything and that on these properties. Yeah. So don't matter where I reach in life, as long as I can plant something. Hungry. I'm going to find that passage of scripture today, and tonight when I am going live, I am going to put it out there. The man that tilt the soil never grow, never go hungry. Love you too. I wish for you the best. All right? Thanks for stopping by. Coca Cola is good. You know the tree of it? Have you ever seen the tree? It's the same thing they call BC, you know. That is the one that they used to make the Coca Cola. Love you too. Love you too. Have a good day. Amari, have you ever seen the plant of it? Where the plant in Jamaica is the same thing you call BC. That's the one they used to make it. Amari, let me show you. Okay. The one that makes the Coca Cola, I don't have the. Let me see if this is. If I am correct, yes, I am. It and grate it. But this is from the cola nut, the one that they used to make BC. This is it. We have the tree in Jamaica. Now this is one. Suspect poison, boil a little bit of this and drink. So sometimes you may eat like fish or something like that. You give me $1 only for 1 pound? Oh, come on, Omar, man. Step it up a little bit more, no, man. Little bit more. I don't have a pound. I brought up some and I gave away some because normally when I'm coming from Jamaica, I just carry these things for these people. So actually, that's the cola nut. But when you put it onto board, when you draw tea with it, and you will find, okay, this is how it looks. We call it the bisi. This is the same one you call the cola nut, that makes the Coca-Cola. This is it, right? But this is something to keep at your home. $5. No, sir. Can't get £1 for that. Something to keep at home. To keep at home. Just a small amount you might eat fish, you start scratching, itching, and you think you may be tomaine poison, you your body. So when I'm coming from Jamaica, I walk with all kind of things. And one, because all children are here. Yeah. I drove a hard piece. Yeah, so if you have never seen it, and I was supposed to take it in its the state of its being in, but sometimes you're coming through, and but I do my things, labeled them, and so when I'm coming through, they look at it, they can go and test it, and not carrying ganja with me. So even if you're going to buy it from me, you have to get it another way. I won't be walking with it. But these little things I walk with. I look after them and take them. So this is the cola nut thing. Yeah. Why they kick you out of Japan? What good did you do? They couldn't kick you out for wrongs, they had to kick you out. They had to kick you out for good, my friend. They can't kick you out for wrong. Oh yes, this is the cola nut. Yeah? Good. And this is Sirosi. You hear about Sirosi? It's Sirosi this. So I walk with them. And you must know cinnamon leaf because you're going to the market. No, no, no. Okay. All right, my rice is finished. And I am going to plate some of it for the viewers to see it in the hour. The moringa leaf, I powdered them and I bring them too. Dandelion, yes. Parch it, powder it, and that's it. So I'm gonna plate the rice and show you what my rice looks like. And have you been seeing me in the pot? Oh, but I brought you down closer. Give it to me closer. This is the finish of my rice. Okay? So, yes, and you're asking where's the meat? Everything cooked together. So, this is a piece of chicken that cooks in it. So, everything is in this one. And that's the color of the rice. I want it to be more brighter color, but yeah, this is it. Okay? And then you can get your raw vegetables and put with it. Don't tell me you are. I sure I. Oh, thank you much. Why are you doing that? Okay, so this is. So that's the color of it now. And all the herbs and the spice is in there. Okay, nice fluffy rice. Everything is incorporate in this. Have a bit of chicken in there, just a little piece of that of the protein, and all your herbs are in this. Herbs and spice. Yeah. Okay. So then we look after some raw vegetables and throw your raw vegetables beside it. And then you know you are good to go. It seems like, oh, this is getting hot. Why? Why? Only why? Yeah. All right. I will have to end the live. Sorry. I will have to end the live here. Um, my gadget is getting out of hand. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much. And this is my Anata herb rice. Anata herb rice. It is special. It's really special. So this is a special cooking rice. Okay. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you, thank you. And bring it a little closer for you to see. Yes, this is it. Good. Thank you very much for being here with me. My, I don't know why this thing gets hot, but it gets hot or it didn't charge properly. So thank you very much. I'll see you later, Mar and the others. It's a pleasure being in the kitchen. It's always a pleasure. It's a learning stomping ground for the kitchen. Yes. Anyhow, is the kitchen every time, anytime, all the time, and in between time. Peace, love, bye. Remember, take care of yourself. And nobody can love you the way you love yourself. So love yourself, take care of yourself, and I'll see you later. Bye. This is your host for the moose saying goodbye to you. All right? Good.